Adafo any etiefo Michelle my sounds at nothing ha Ghana TV so ha and news air cosum and the air back Ghana ha munya edi free now and then any phrase that say all chance upon my video message say obey the subscribe if you say we be a cost over Ghana ha and I'll bring an air face and so the be am then chia me onim na sem eka ntimi na we dey wa so mo dey beko akwakotie eye nsem air cosum and the air back Ghana na say ba Michelle me no so ye beto aso.
That was on the video. One of our reporters has just come from Mepe. One of our metro reporters just arrived. He just walked into us. You didn't see him. He just came and said, Chief, what you are talking about? I just have a video from the Queen Mother in the Volta region who heard that Akufo-Addo was being criticized for what he said. Queen Mother in the Volta region, this is what she said.
President here promises, I say immediately he will see to us, and in the long term he will see to us. Joke kakra president koye say e ka vote anka wamba ha no enu mo adani news enu na mo di chi ya sema atunya ye ka no enu mo amfa nya asem joke kakra president ye no enu na mo di aya asem journalist mu so ye ni anje mu hu afen so baby a insure.
They finish. Where you come? So you had her. Word has gone around to them in the Volta region that President Akufo-Addo is being abused for that thing he said, the political matter. And she's saying that, but what was that? There was no problem. But this is what it is all the time. And I don't know whether they've forgotten that in the era of social media, the videos are available. It will come back. They've forgotten. I think they've forgotten. And can you listen to the Queen Mother again? Listen, just before we take the break, let's listen to the Queen Mother again.
President here promises, I say immediately he will see to us, and in the long term he will see to us. Joke kakra president koye say e ka vote anka wamba ha no enu mo adani news enu na mo di chi ya sema atunya ye ka no enu mo amfa nya asem joke kakra president ye no enu na mo di aya asem journalist mu so ye ni anje mu hu.
So that's the Queen Mother. She's from Mepe. Apparently that's one of the worst affected areas. So viewers, you have seen it. I think, truly speaking, for the little bit of political journalism I've done for a few years, I think the NDC is feeling guilty. And they ought to feel guilty. These are the people, your so-called World Bank. These are the World Bank thing. And your World Bank has been lying desolate and you've taken power for 26 years since 1981. You can't do anything for them. Every 4 years, you go and World Bank and come and win power. Even if you lose the election, the Volta region is the reason why you lose respectably. Every 4 years, you go to World Bank, come and bank. Every 4 years, World Bank. Then, since 35 years ago, every 2-3 years, they are spilling Akosombo down on them. You just go there and collect their vote, World Bank, and bank, World Bank, and you don't solve their problem. So they are feeling guilty. Because the people are growing. Free SHS has now made people enlightened. Everybody has gone to school. So they're asking questions. But what are these? What do these people do for us? Akufo-Addo goes there to do something for them and campaigns that they should vote for his party next time. And then you are calling him names. And you describe that as nonsense. Never seen this before. And welcome to this edition of the program. Thank you very much, viewers. I hope that you enjoyed the break. It's 18 minutes at the top of the hour 10. And tonight we have President Akufo-Addo is in the storm again. He's in the eye of the storm. Now, this is the story. So, every now and again, or perhaps I should say now and then, now and again is more regular than now and then. Every now and then, we hear the story about the spillage of the water from the Akosombo Dam. When the hydro dam was created, it was told that one of the downsides of the hydro dam situation is that on occasion you have to spill the water into the community. So this happens every now and then. So recently we were all concerned and worried when we heard that the thing is going to be spilled to, especially the people in the North Tongue area, the Akosombo area, that is Jasikan, and then there's the Jasikan, the Akosombo, Okudzeto, a Blackwa's place, Joapon, those places. Japan all the way on the way to you have to take Jude off I've passed the football stage. I come back to. I'm going to say something about Jude Bellingham. So, but now let's start the program on politics. So I was trying to describe the area. There's a town there that I'm looking for. The name is not coming. Anyway, it's on that stretch. All those people, they are farmers, great hardworking farmers. So when this happens, it affects their livelihood in the farming business, and it also affects their habitation, where they live, and all of that. The water takes it away. Even if you have schools, the water will flood the schools because it's a lot of water coming. It's not rainwater, it's water that is coming from the Akosombo Dam. So that's always a big concern for all Ghanaians. Now, it happened again. Last week up to the weekend, beginning of this week, it happened again. And President Mahama had been there to look at the victims, and that's what happens all the time. Politicians go there to look at the victims, but somehow we have never been able to really solve the problem, to put our foot down and be able to solve the problem. We haven't been able to do it. So we try to do our best as much as we can. That's what happens. All right. So this time it happened again. Now, here's the story. At the beginning, there were political sentiments from the opposition NDC that government is not paying attention to the people of the Volta region. And they try to spin this on politics and political matters, and because NDC, MPP doesn't get voted, they are not going there. They started these kinds of little bits of noises. And then yesterday, President Akufo-Addo went there. Okay. So I'll show you what happened when President Akufo-Addo went there. But then this morning on Good Morning Ghana, Metro TV's famous program, Good Morning Ghana, the newspaper review program, we were watching, and then we saw this man talking about something the president said when he went to Volta region. And I've heard that from a few people. So I really wanted to see the tape. I've seen the tape. I'll share the tape with you viewers. And then when you look at the tape, you see how these people can obscure truth just so that they can score a political point. I'm also not so sure whether, given their relationship with the Volta region, the good people of the Volta region, that the NDC are feeling guilty. I think that really is the point. It is their guilt. But what was the problem? Nobody is accusing you of anything. You are a responsible political party, the NDC. You've been in government before. From 1981 up to 1992, the antecedent of the NDC, PNDC, was in government. 10 years, 1 decade. From 1992 up to 2000, the NDC itself, not its antecedents, some of the actors are the same, but the NDC itself was in power. 8 years, plus 10, 18 years. The dam spillage has been going on from 1970s. The spillage of the Akosombo Dam. It's been going on since the 1970s. 1981, NDC took power December 31st, so call it January 1st, 1982, if you like. In fact, the establishment proclamation that was written by Chachuchi Kata is January 4th, 1982. Okay, so we can start the government of the PNDC from then. 10 years, nothing. 8 years on top of it, nothing. And then comes President Kufuor's administration, finishes 8 years, the government loses the election. NDC, Professor Mills, John Mahama, 8 years, plus 18. 8 plus 18, 24. 24 years of leadership since the dam was spilling. Nobody is accusing the NDC of anything. I'm suspicious that it is their own guilt. That is why they feel that, hey, you are trying to say that. So they are all over the place. Now, have a look at this man on television this morning. Completely incensed about something Akufo-Addo said. Who is saying NDC has said it has not done anything? Nobody is saying NDC has not done anything. It's the politics that started coming. I don't know whether it came from NDC or it came from bloggers or it came from journalists. But the sentiment started last week that the government of the MPP is not paying attention to this thing, largely because they don't get votes from the Volta region. Didn't the MPP win 1 seat in the Volta region in 2020 against all odds? Didn't John Peter Mewu win a seat in Hohoe? So what's the problem? I think that the NDC are feeling guilty about this. And I don't know what is in the minds of the people who are victims. They are victims now. The problem has to be solved. It's not a time for politics. But listen to this young man. Play the first.
For any ATA for I wait any year in some air cost any the air by our Ghana. I'm sure say they are also doing a fasa in some when we ja what you fair at the amame our comment section as a better have commenting on me for end the agro comment have a fair amano was a community na ye body no so o can be a ha a Ghana team so me din amaje so a Michelle Siade.